How do you know if a person, executive, governments are good or bad? How much they produce, the intention, the result, the key to produce production on the ethics and production, how much they build. Very good, very good. That's really good. That's really good. So how do you know if a person, executive or even a government, if it enables and insists on production, it is good and sane and should be supported. If I enable and insist on result from that waiter, from that technician, from my son, from my wife, from my friends, from my coaching students, if I enable and insist production, I'm good and I deserve support. If it enables and validates non-production, it is bad, criminal, and insane, and should not be supported. Are you with me? If the government enable and insist production, they will not support useless people that don't produce. They will not support, they will not tell you, the less you produce, the more I will give you. Are you with me? The less you produce, the more I will give you. That's an insane, bad government. If it enables and validates non-production, it is bad, criminal, and insane, and should not be supported. You can predict the success of any individual, of any group, but what it demands and what it validates. This is just unbelievable, mind-blowing. You look at a person, what he demands, what he validates. If he demands production, if he validates production, this person will be valuable for mankind. If he demands non-production, if he's unable non-production, if he's unable and validate non-production, he's a criminal. He's destroying mankind. You look at the leader, there is a war. If he unable and validate quick finish of the war, few days and finish. If he insists on war that takes years, words of iteration, you know, this person, this leader is not a leader. He's a criminal. He's a monster. If you really understand this principle, you look at any person. If your wife say, oh, you know, you work too much. She's not good for you. She's not good for anyone. Oh, you don't give enough attention to the children. Nonsense. I bring about the result for the company, for the family, and I give enough, and the children are good. That's your job. And I give them enough attention. They don't complain, and they actually think the opposite. You're trying to invalidate production. You are bad. Are you with me? Don't be fooled. The only thing, the tail is the product. What do you validate? Non-production of production. What is communism validate? Non-production. How well communism doing? Not so well. The US was doing extremely well when it validated production. If you are productive, anything is possible. Unlimited possibility. It started to go bankrupt when it started to become a nation of handouts. Only those who contribute products are entitled to support. Yet, most people consider that only those who do not produce are entitled to support. And the result is a world gone mad. It is totally insane. Oh, he's so poor, we need to give him. No, you need to give to the successful. You need to help the successful. He is the one that carrying the burden, not the useless. Who is carrying the big burden? The CEO at the top that has the responsibility of the whole company, or a person that's responsible for the phone? Who is more crying? Who will get the support? Oh, look what's happened to him. The CEO was rough with him. What was rough? I demanded production? That's rough? That's nothing. I'm helping you. Are you with me? The non-production often is masked by selling hopes. Oh, I'm sorry, I will be better. PR, lies. And the not so smart, not knowing the basic axiom of this universe, they didn't learn what I just taught you, are easily fooled at their own expense. If you're not smart, you will buy the hops, you will buy the PR, you'll buy the lies. Most people go and they say, oh, well, there's this investment, you will make 20% every 2 months. No one can make 20% every 2 months. It's criminal by definition. No business doing it. It's impossible. The non-production is masked by selling hops, PR, and lies. And the not so smart, not knowing the basic axiom of this universe, are easily fooled at their own expense.